Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Wow, this is going to be so much fun. When was it the last time you thought of just leaving South Florida and going for, a week, 2 weeks, just to go and enjoy yourself up there near the Catskills? Well, I have someone that's going to tell you how much fun it will be. His name's Ethan GARR, and he is with New Paltz Summer Living, Paltz. So welcome to our show, Ethan.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, okay. So tell me what I'm going to see and where I'm going.
Sure. So we've been running the New Paltz Summer Living program for actually over 30 years. And New Paltz, if you're not familiar with it, is about an hour and 15 minutes north of New York City, not too far from the Hudson River. If your audience is familiar with the area, not too far from Poughkeepsie, Newburgh, that area. We're just in the foothills of the Catskill Mountains, actually the range right before it, which is called the Shawgunks. So you're 20 minutes away from the Catskills, and really just a great part of the world. It's amazing. It's not too far from New York City, but it might as well be another planet. And it's a great place to get away from the summer heat. And our program, which offers full summer, half summer, and partial summer rentals, we have an apartment and called Southside Terrace Apartments. And during the summer, we have this program. We have a wonderful facility. All the apartments come furnished. We have studio, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments in different sizes and categories. And our visitors from Florida, they come up, like I said, to beat the heat and to enjoy a summer away. And for many people, that part of the world was home at one point, so it's a great place to go and kind of reconnect with that area. And a lot of people still have family in the area. And it's just such a great location because it's close to New York. It's close to Monticello, casinos, all sorts of good stuff, really close. And if you're the outdoorsy type, there's no shortage of fun in the Catskills, whether it's just taking a drive into Mohonk Mountain, playing golf. There's plenty of tennis. And because we're right next to the SUNY New Paltz campus, the State University, which has a great performing arts program, there's a ton of great entertainment all summer long as well. So we've tried to make a program that people can really enjoy. We have a nice facility. We have a rec building with a pool and a fitness center. We do events. We do trips to bus trips to different areas like Manhattan and to some casinos. But we've really tried to make it just a great place for seniors to come and enjoy the summer or a part of the summer. And we've tried to make it really affordable. So people have described it as like their personal summer camp, adult summer camp. But again, it's just it's a program we're really proud of. Like I said, we've been doing it for 30 years, and we've had thousands of seniors take advantage of it over the years. And it's always a pleasure to talk about it.
Yeah, it is. You sound so enthusiastic. So I have a few questions now. Can they bring their grandchildren? Do you have age limits?
We don't have age limits. Absolutely. We people to bring their grandchildren. Like I said, many people, their grandchildren live in the area. So, so they'll come up. And we try to make everything really easy. So, like, if you rent a 1-bedroom apartment for the summer and, you're going to have your grandchild come for a weekend, we'll bring up an extra bed for you. We have our apartments are furnished, and we have what we call our linen package, where any of the things you need, you can bring them up with you, for sure. But any things you might need, from linens and towels to pots and pans, we have a program where you can buy these very inexpensively from us. And if you buy them from us, you own them. We'll store them from summer to summer if you'd like, or you can take them with you. But what we've tried to do is just make the program as simple as possible for people. So you get in your car, you load up whatever you want to bring, and people are always amazed. Like when they come for their second summer, we'll store stuff for them from year to year. So you pack a box at the end of the year, you leave it with us. When you come back the next year, it's sitting in your apartment, ready for you to just.
That's very nice.
Yeah, we have a great staff. We care about our tenants, and we try to make it, like I said, we try to make it a really enjoyable, fun summer. We try to give you a place to live amongst people who are like-minded and then, ready to have some fun with you.
So there's really like a clubhouse where a lot of these activities occur and people get together?
Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you a little history, my father actually, he started this program 30 years ago.
Oh, my.
He's still involved. I was only about 11 when he started it. So
I love
dating
this.
dating myself a little bit. But,
I love this.
Yeah, the program, he realized that if people are going to leave their homes for the summer, they really need a place that feels like home. So he built this rec building that is really, it's really a great social space. It's got, I would say, in the neighborhood of 2,500 open square feet. We do dances, we do bingo. We try to make it just a great place to socialize and engage people. There's always card games going on. Like I said, we put brand new fitness equipment and just I think we have a weight system. It's just a great place to go and be around other people in the program.
Yeah, I understand. And
of course we have a pool.
I see that, but I'm really happy that. So you're the son of the founder, which even makes it more exciting. So this is really it's a summer getaway. And I remember years ago now that you're talking about this, my grandmother lived in New York City, and she, in the summer, took pots and pans and took the kids someplace up there, maybe in the Catskills, I don't know. And then my grandfather would travel back and forth. So that's really old. That's a long time ago. But I do remember people had to get away from the heat, and they always went up to the beautiful area with all the trees, and it must be gorgeous.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And actually, it's funny you say that because your recollection is really what started the program. 50 years ago or so, people didn't travel the way they travel today. They didn't hop on airplanes and fly to Europe for vacation for $400 or $500. If you wanted to take a vacation across Europe, you might be getting on a ship. So it's not to say that people didn't didn't have access. It's just it was less common. It certainly wasn't as accessible. So the Catskills became really a great getaway for many people in New York. There's a tremendous Jewish community in the area. There was lots happening. There used to be these resorts up there. They're mostly gone at this point, but that's what really started the program. Is my father identified that all these people who were retiring to Florida, moving to Florida a little bit older, were looking for their families were still up in the New York area, and their experience growing up and enjoying themselves on vacation was going to the Catskills. So he tried to create a program that would give people that experience once again. And like I said, we're really proud of it. My father's still just as involved as ever. And
he got you involved, which is he must be so thrilled. Isn't that wonderful? So
I'm sure on some days he's thrilled.
Yeah, right. So, so if someone goes there and they can stay, I see they could stay from 5 to 10 weeks, and it's their place, and they can travel and then come back and forth. It's like you don't want to go stay in a hotel. This is your own little apartment, and you said that you have them available for one bedroom. You have 2 bedrooms, I have to assume, or even larger?
Yeah, we have studio 1 and 2 bedroom apartments.
Okay.
And like I said, they're available we have a whole season, which is I think from June 5th to August 18th. And then we have half seasons, and we can accommodate a variety of different schedules. But it's, because you're moving into an apartment environment, it's not something, you wouldn't use it, if you were staying somewhere for a weekend, you would want to stay in a hotel.
Sure.
But if you're going to be here for an extended period of time, this is a great way to do it because you have your own kitchen. And that's one of the great things is a lot of our customers, our tenants, actually will they'll get together and they'll do dinners together. So one person will cook a few families, and the next night someone else will cook for a few families, and they'll just kind of switch off. It just makes it very fun and social. I think there's a fair bit of wine drinking going on at those. So a lot of people enjoying themselves.
Well, let me give everyone a website. So remember, this is Pencil Talk Radio. We're listening to Ethan Garr, 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 Ethan Garr, and we're talking about new Paltz Summer Living, which is really very exciting. And the phone number, well, first we'll give you the phone number, and then we'll give you the website. It's 1-800-431-4143. And I'll repeat that, 1-800-431-4143. You will get a brochure and a free DVD so that you can really see what we're talking about. Now, if you're on the web, you could go to npsummerliving.com. M-N as in new, P as in pulse, summerliving.com. And you'll be able to see what you're talking about. Now, it sounds to me like what people should be doing is getting a bunch of your friends, maybe 3-4 couples, all go up there together, each take your own apartment, and really be together in a fun thing. Now, since this is in the Catskills, there's lots to do. You don't have to just stay in this one environment, right? Where else would they go?
Oh, sure. There's the list is endless, but just in New Paltz, there's plenty to do. There's great food and dining. Like I said, SUNY New Paltz is right there, so you have the opportunity to take classes or go to their performing arts center and enjoy some of the entertainment that they put on all summer long. There's some in the area outside, on the Hudson River, whether it's in Highland, New York, or other places along the river. There's plenty to do. There's the walkway across the Hudson, which is a old railroad trestle bridge that was converted into a walking bridge just about 10 years ago. And that's a wonderful way to spend an afternoon. You can take a nice leisurely walk across the Hudson and just get spectacular views. You're not far from West Point, which has a phenomenal museum. And again, a quick trip into Manhattan is very easy. There's bus service from New Paltz that makes it really easy to take a quick trip into New York to see a show or to just take in the sights. Monticello and the Monticello racetrack are close by. If you want to take a little bit longer drive, you can drive into Connecticut to some of the great mountains and stuff along the Massachusetts and Connecticut border. There's really no one has ever said to me that they were bored in the area. That's for sure.
Good. Well, it's very new for me. I must say, this is pretty thrilling to hear about this, and I'm really going to promote this as much as I can because I think people are looking for this. As you said, where are they going to go if they want to get out of the heat here? Now, they can just go to a big city up there, but what if they could go to a resort? I think this sounds like a resort in a sense. Country club, clubhouse, have a heated pool. You have golf if they want to play golf while they're up there. And now you get a furnished apartment, and you're right in the heart of, in a sense, New York. You can go to a lot of things. So I had not heard of New Paltz before, and I'm so glad that we're going to be trying to promote this for you. So do you ever come down here to South Florida?
We do. I'm not sure if we're going to do seminars this year there. We did last year. But what we do is our wonderful rental manager, Debbie, if your listeners call that number, the 800-431-4143 number, they can speak to Debbie directly, and Debbie can walk them through. Not only, she can help them find the right apartment for them, but she can give them more information about the area, things to do, and just how to set up their summer so that they can enjoy it. We've done this for long enough to make it pretty easy for people. So, when you come down, we'll help you get your cable set up. We'll help you if you need a telephone line. Most people now just use a cell phone, but again, our staff is there to help people and make their lives easy. We don't, we don't make people carry stuff up to their apartments. We help them do it, and we really try to do what we can to make it, that just enjoyable summer. And the one thing too is, you've mentioned, a lot of people want to beat the heat. I think a concern for people is, if you live in a condo or a home in Florida, it's to have additional cost for the summer is always a decision for people to make. Like, do I want to be paying for my house if I'm not living there? But at the same time, what we've done is by making it really an affordable experience for people, we've made it so that decision is a lot easier. You won't feel like you're throwing money away while you're doing this. You're taking a protracted vacation essentially, and you're doing it relatively inexpensively, so you can enjoy yourself and not stress about those things.
Wow. Well, you've thought of everything, haven't you? So it sounds to me that a lot of people come back year after year.
Absolutely. We've had people who have been with us as many as 19 or 20 years. So,
really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We take great pride in that fact that people do enjoy it. They come back. What I always love to hear is that a lot of our repeat visitors will tell us that they will have social gatherings during the off season for us, the winter in Florida, with the people who they become friends with at the
right.
at the program.
That's right. So they really become new friends, and they if they're from Florida, then they meet down here, and then they go back up there. Well, that's really nice, and I'm really happy that that you thought of us to give us a chance to tell people about this, because this really is our market, and we know that if someone will right away, let's say they call you, you'll give them a DVD to see. What does the DVD show?
The DVD shows a few things. Well, it gives you essentially a view of what our complex, our apartments look like. So the insides and out of the complex, including the clubhouse. But it also shows you a larger view of the area. We show you some of the attractions, some of the picturesque scenery you can see just local to us. Some of the activities that we do from bingo to these field trips to Manhattan and other places. And then it concludes with an interview with two of our former tenants. Unfortunately, they're not staying with us this season. They've gotten a little older, and it's a little harder for them to travel. But they tell you about their experience and what it's like for them. And I believe in the video, it was their 12th or 13th season. So.
Now, that's the way to go. I think that's a lot of fun. It sounds like they're kids again. Sounds like it's like almost Woodstock. Am I?
Yeah, actually, very close to Woodstock.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I think Woodstock is probably, don't quote me on this, but I think it's about a 20-minute drive.
And they have a big museum there now. They have a lot of stuff there, so people, I'm sure, go over there to see what's going on.
Yep. As a kid, we would drive over to Woodstock and go to a restaurant in the area. But so yeah, actually, what's for me, the program is personal for us. Like I said, my father started the program, but I grew up with it. In fact, I remember as a kid spending summers. We would spend our weekends up in New Paltz. My father would keep one apartment for us. And I really got to meet a lot of the tenants and get to know them. And,
sure.
We were like their at the time I was like their grandchildren.
Right.
Right. Now I'm more like their children.
Right. Right.
But like I said, for us, it's a very personal, it's a personal experience for myself and my family to be a part of. And, we're, like I said, we're very proud to continue this tradition. It's been something we've been doing for a long time, but we do it, we do enjoy it. So
it sounds like tradition.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just thought of the word tradition. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so now the other thing is, what if I have a dog? Do you allow dogs?
Do.
Pets? Do you allow pets?
Yep. We just ask that you tell us in advance. We take a small extra fee as a deposit, just to make sure that and obviously we just ask that it's got to be well behaved pets, but absolutely
right, small pets. No, I that's wonderful that you do that. I was afraid to even ask you the question because there are so many people who they fly with their pets. They love their pets.
I'm a dog person.
Right, so
I
am
couldn't
I.
live without.
That's right. So am I.
I couldn't leave my dog. I couldn't leave Milo all summer.
Not for 5 weeks. No, that's true. Yeah. Right. In fact, we have a Shih Tzu. He's sitting right here in the radio studio with me.
He's more well behaved than my one.
It would be barking, right? No, Charlie doesn't bark. He's very good, or I couldn't bring him. You're right. Well, so we're now I will just go over this again. If people, hopefully you've been listening. Ethan GARR is my guest. He is his family started New Paltz Summer Living, and it's there. It's kind of like you were describing it, in the middle of the Catskills, in a sense, and it has everything. It has a clubhouse and a heated pool. They'll play bingo. They have golf courses all around. It's affordable. It's comfortable living. And they're furnished apartments there for you, so you don't have to bring anything but your clothing. And the apartments are available for 5 to 10 weeks. Now, can someone take, you said 5 to 10 weeks. Is it either 5 or 10 or anything in between?
We usually can accommodate different stays. We've done 8-week stays as well. I encourage your listeners to give us a call and tell us what their needs are, and then we'll try to work around their needs. So depending on what unit it is and where it's located in our complex, sometimes we can do things. We can be creative in making it easy for people. We generally, full or half summer is sort of the easy numbers, but we'll try to work with people. Good.
That's great, and I'm sure that people who are very experienced have been up there. Year after year, they'll twist your arm, and they know you well, and you're all friends, and this is a really nice thing to do. So you don't want to go places like this. You don't want to go and get a hotel room, and now we have the Airbnbs. It's not the same. This is your own apartment. You get to have everything in it, and no one's going to bother you for 5 weeks or 10 weeks or however long you're going to be there. You can flip off and go to a Broadway show, come back. You can take, all sorts of other trips around there, and it's going to be cool and beautiful. And I'm so glad that there is a place like this. Do you have other places? Is there competition that people do this?
Not really. I think we're pretty unique in what we offer. Certainly, people do things up in Massachusetts and other areas where they'll they do have some sort of like adult summer camp activities. But I think where we're located, that we're really we're very unique in that sense.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's what we like. We like unique. So spend a magnificent summer in the foothills of the Catskills. And so do you get a lot of, so when is the best time to come to start this? In June or when?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like I said, our season starts June 5th, and we encourage people to drive up and start right away.
And you said it ended in August, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, August 18th, I believe, is our last day of the season.
And then what do you do after that?
So I actually have I believe it or not, have a day job outside of this where I actually make mobile apps.
Oh my goodness, you're one of those smart guys. Oh, you make mobile apps. So you're doing this, and then you have another business that you take care of.
Yeah, actually, if your listeners Google me, they'll find out that I've made an app that I'm part of a team that made an app that is designed to stop robocalls, which I know is also important to your listeners down there.
Right.
It's called RoboKiller. So
really, RoboKiller. I like that.
Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades in that sense. But like I said, our apartment complex is right outside of SUNY New Paltz, and we do have traditionally rented to both year-round renters and students. So that's why we have the program available. We have apartments that we rent by the semester to students during the season, and then during the summers we have some vacancies, and we've built this program around that. But I just want to make it clear that we, like I said, we probably have for the size of our complex, which is 140 units, we probably have the largest maintenance staff of any apartment building anywhere.
Wow.
So we turn over those apartments in between. So we clean out the apartments very carefully to make sure everything's in good order. And what we offer is clean and comfortable units that people can come in and feel good about.
That's good. And what's the size of the property? How many acres?
Total, it's about 15 and a half acres, but we have about 7.5 that are finished. The rest of it is wood.
Well, that's nice.
And those woods,
that's
yeah,
nice.
And those woods. Actually, many of our upper level apartments actually have a view of the the Shawgunk Mountains, Mohonk Mountain, and Mohonk is pretty famous. There's the Mohonk Mountain House is there. Actually, it was made even more famous because after this election cycle, Hillary Clinton went to Mohonk Mountain and was videoed there right after the election. So that's what, if people are wondering where they've heard that name, that might be where they heard it from.
Well,
but the Mohonk, it's beautiful. There's Lake Mohonk up there as well. So really some beautiful stuff.
Full of history.
Caverns. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, West Point is up there, which is beautiful. There's Bear Mountain. A lot of the stuff I think will be somewhat familiar to some of your listeners, and really, it like I said, it's a great place. New Paltz itself is just a wonderful, cute little town. It's a college town, but during the summer, it's just its artistic side really comes out, and you can really enjoy a lot of great culture. The food, like I said, there's all sorts of different types of food to eat and try. You won't get bored eating it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is this the first radio show you've done?
It is not.
Because you're very good. You are really good. I was going to say you're not a novice, and it's a great interview, Ethan, and we sure do thank you and look forward to having you on another time, okay?
Thank you so much. Anytime.
Yeah, thank you, Ethan.